Hi guys, today retro-based video, or let's say a vintage-based video, or whatever you want to call it. It's about a project that I make for a friend of mine, the build-up of this controller here, what you see. This thing emulates a hard disk controller for digital equipment, DEC PDP-11 style processors using a QBus interface. It looks like that. There are many chassis that this thing can be used. I've tested it in two chassis. One of them is the MDB Systems Chassis, and the other one is the Sigma something. I will show you in the videos after I spoke a little bit about that card. Well, this controller here, what you see, is, you have a TFT card like this one, and here you copy all the different operating systems you want to use on your PDP-11. This doesn't look very complicated, or for me at least it's not very complicated, but it has some interesting caveats here. It is a few challenges. The first challenge is that let me show it you a little bit here. The bus drivers is using, for the bus drivers, they're used Soviet clone chips. DEC has their own chipset for QBus. For example, these four that are the bus drivers, and this is an interrupt controller here. Of course, with dedicated digital equipment, DEC numbers, but mostly I think most of them are made from Signatics, because there are full equivalent ones found from Signatics that either have only Signatics numbering or both DEC and Signatics numbering. So did the Soviets in the 70s, and cloned the whole machines, and of course made their own drivers. Okay, why not? But the problem is here that the developer of this card here is based in Russia, and of course he used what was easier for him to get, and these were these clone ICs. The problem is that these chips here are not pin compatible, neither package compatible with the DEC equivalents, so you can use only these. There is nothing else you can put here on this design. You have to redesign the complete PCB to use something else. Anyway, this, as I said, this was the first challenge to get these chips, but my friend had the possibility to acquire quite a few of them, let's say so, yeah. So this is the first thing. The second thing is this interesting, oops, it's upside down. All the electrons will fall out, as Dave Jones will say. This interesting chip here, that's a microcontroller for an SD. It's a 100 pin package, QFP package, with 0.5 millimeter pitch distance between the pins. An interesting controller with a lot of pins. The rest is nothing really spectacular. You have the ability to use external SPI bus powered equipment. Then you have a possibility to contact an Ethernet, SPI driven Ethernet card. 3-color RGB color LED to see the status, the different statuses of the controller itself, the programming header for the SD microcontroller, and serial debugging output from the controller itself. You just see that what is started, nothing really more. From what I know, it is not even the RX line is not used, so you get only an output, nothing else. Well, this is the whole thing more or less. What I received from the developer in Russia was just the PCB, the plain PCB. My friend ordered 10 PCBs because this was the only possibility to get it because of the problem now with the war we have between Ukraine and Russia. There is almost no possibility to get anything out of Russia. So he just ordered the PCB, the developer ordered the PCB at his Chinese partner, and the Chinese partner sent it directly to us. This is how these PCBs came to us, let's say so. So what you see is not a PCB that I ordered. It is directly from the developer itself. I just populated it, programmed the microcontroller. We have here 2 GAL chips. This is so long. I used GAL in the late 80s last time, yeah, and now I have it again. Anyway, these are 2 GAL chips. So here I used the logic chips on the board. Don't know why, because there's a lot of space here. But this card is working very nice. It's nicely built and is capable of a lot. And this is just I wanted to show you and to show you how it works in the 2 different chassis. So let's take a look. And that's the power supply of the Sigma chassis for the PDP-11 tech processors. It's a 600 watt, I think. It's from the mid-80s. It's a much better design than the previous one I had. I made a complete recap. The output caps, everything is low ESR. I had to change this inductor because it was crashed from the transport, and the rectifier, the bridge rectifier, was dead too, because one of these capacitors, or both of these capacitors, were gone, shorted, and they shorted the bridge rectifier too. And I upgraded it from 400 volts to 1000 volts, it's the same size. Anyway, this is how it looks. The interesting thing is, it uses a TL494. Is it viewable? Yeah, now it's viewable. TL494 controller. That's a comparator for over voltage, under voltage, and all these things. And the driver for the switching transistors, they're using a ULN 2003. That's quite a while ago. These are the 2 switching transistors. It's transistor, not MOSFETs. So it is one of these designs that comes from the early 80s. These are the things that had to be changed. The other ones I throw already away. These 2 ones, the original ones, I throw them away because they smelled, when I desoldered them, they smelled so bad, like a cat piss. They had to go away immediately. Yeah, and then I repaired the control panel. One of these switch, the last one, was the lever completely gone, broken. It was like that. And this was quite a pain to find this kind of switches. It came from eBay USA with its price. But now it looks time correct. Additional to the repairs, I decided to make it switchable, the input voltage from 110 to 220, so you can use it in Europe too. 50-60 Hertz is not a problem for this power supply. And here is a jumper, as we can see here. Can you see it? Yeah, it says 115, 230. So as long as this jumper is closed, it needs a 115 volt input, and that means that these two capacitors in combination with the diodes of this bridge are working in a full doubler configuration to create the 320 some volts for the switching transistors. And when you open it, the bridge just works as a full bridge rectification, and these two ones are just in series, and that's it. And this is what I will use to switch the between 115 and 230. So that was it. So that's how the Sigma chassis look, with a control panel in the front, the cage itself, the monitor PCB, and the repaired power supply, and of course the voltage selector. Quite a lot of work, guys. And we see here the MAXIOL controller in the Sigma chassis. Let's see a little bit more. We have a long gear command. It's endless. So this is the proof that the card is working in the Sigma chassis too. So here we have a working, repaired MDB Systems Chassis for the PDP-11 series of processors. Here we have one of the CPU cards. The left side is the quad serial. Under the CPU is a memory card, I think 256 megabytes or something. And here we have the AZ11 hard disk emulation controller from MAXIOL, the one that I built, programmed, and now testing. At the bottom there is a monitoring unit and a termination unit for these MDB Systems Chassis. As I said, I'm preparing 5 of these cards, testing it, and everything works very nice. Here we have the power supply. To be honest, it's a pain in the ass, this power supply. I repaired it, but it has a lot of flaws and some dangerous flaws. I will give more information in another video, or perhaps in this one, I don't know. Let's see. This is how it looks. And of course, I made a mistake. 177226, go. This should boot the card, the AZ11. It's already booted with some OS. And it's doing its stuff. Well, that was it for today. It was, I hope, quite a short video. I wish all of you a Merry Christmas. Have a healthy New Year. Stay safe, my friends. Please, if you like my content, if you like my channel, continue subscribing. More of Almost 70% of my viewers are non-subscribers. Guy, it doesn't cost anything and it helps me a lot. Press the notification button and give me a thumbs up. All this will help me to grow my channel. Again, thank you, stay safe my friends, and see you next time. Cheers.